We're live on Facebook. Hey, morning, Facebook folks.
At 832-868-6091.
And then, let's
or
see
visit
here.
EntourageRealtors.com.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up.
All right,
for
I'm gonna
Dish
get,
today and
water
get
real
a
quick.
$500 bonus
Okay.
offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-344-2066. 800-344-2066. That's 800-344-2066. Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
All
The
right.
following program paid for by Right Path Real Estate does not necessarily represent the views or opinions
But-
of staff, management, or ownership.
It
of this station.
should.
Right.
It's time to get on the right path with Right Path Real Estate Radio with Tom Perry. Get the answer to your question that's keeping you from taking action and succeeding today. Get ready. The guy that will put your fears behind you is on the air now. Taking calls at 713-785-1817. Toll free 877-881-0271. Now here's your host, Tom Perry.
Hot mics.
Hey, welcome to the show, Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817. Want to get right to our call-in hotline. I've got Jennifer Hernandez, the Hernandez team, Legacy Mutual Mortgage. Jennifer, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you.
How are you today?
I'm good. I'm very good. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. So you've invited me to come and speak at a lunch and learn that's next week, and I had a schedule conflict. I was able to move it around, so just to let you know, I'll be able to be there.
Oh, thank you. Well, so what it is it's multiple offer madness, and it's a bunch of realtors that we're going to be talking about how to make your offer stand out so that it gets accepted, right? And
Right.
I thought, who better to talk to them about that than the master negotiator himself? And I really appreciate you doing that. I think it's going to add a lot of value to that. So maybe we can talk about that today. We'll just kind of do a little teaser. And if anyone listening wants to attend, please email me at jennifer.hernandez@legacymutual.com. It's next Wednesday, the 20th at 12:30. It's a multiple offer madness. It's going to be a great event. We're going to get 80 realtors there, so it'll be fun.
Awesome. Yeah, it'll be a blast.
Yeah. So why don't you just give us, when you're looking at offers, and I guess let's think about from retail. I know with investors it might be probably similar, but what's a couple of ways that a realtor can enhance their offer to you, the seller?
Well, when we look at, an offer coming in as a seller, and we sell a lot of houses, obviously, on the retail when we're flipping houses. I mean, one of the things that we look at first and foremost is what's the likelihood that the seller is going to, that the buyer is actually going to close on the deal, and so are they bankable, right? That's the number one thing. Is are they in that situation? Are they? And so one of the things that we really like is the red light, green light scenario. In fact, I'm actually talking to a seller of a property. We're on the buy side, and invariably, I mean, I bet 95% of the time that we're going out to buy a house from a seller that's selling an as-is property, it's not really retail ready. There's always, my neighbor, my, brother-in-law, my nephew, fill in the blank, right? With whoever that random, close friend, personal, confident, whatever it is that, they have an interest in the property, right? And if I had a nickel for every time that, somebody told me that, they had this family member or friend or whatever it was that, was going to be buying the property or making an offer or whatever. 99% of the time they're not even bankable. They can't get a mortgage, and they certainly don't have the cash. So that's number one, first and foremost. So we love that. In fact, I was giving out your contact information on this house, because they said, hey, our nephew, they're newly married, he's a blah, 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 and she's a nurse, and, so they're interested in the house, and so they're going to consider it. So we're giving them 2 weeks to look at it. I'm like, 2 weeks? I mean, first thing you ought to do is get a red light, green light. Go over to Legacy Mutual Mortgage and get a red light, green light. You can have that within, 24 hours and know if you're wasting your time for the next 2 weeks. So I gave out your contact information, your phone number, all that kind of stuff. By the way, it's jennifer.legacymutual.com, 713-579-3600. That's number one. Then number two, as a seller, what I'm trying to do is avoid future pitfalls. And so what happens next after you accept the offer is that you go into an option period, right? And so at that point in time, the earnest money, which is the earnest money is nothing more than a promise to perform, that doesn't go hard yet, right? Until the option period expires. And so really they're only risking $100. Which so they're tying up your asset, whether it's a $200,000 asset or a $600,000 asset. They're tying it up for a week, 10 days, whatever you allow them to tie it up for only $100. Which,
Nothing.
yeah. So let's take a $600,000 house. For an investor, a $600,000 house costs you about 1% per month. So you're talking about $6,000 a month, which 30 days in a month. You're it's $200 a day to hang on to a house like that. So you're allowing them to take it off the. You're allowing them to take it off the market really for $100, and let's say you agree to 10 days, it's going to cost you $2,000 to hold that property for 10 days, and if it falls out in the 9th day, you've spent $1,800 and gotten $100 back. I mean, that's not a very good deal, right? So those are the kind of things that we start with.
Option fee.
Increased
option fee, is that something that would, like if someone said, hey, $1,000 for a 10-day option, would that,
Well, here's the problem with that is that gonna cause you to lose offers? I mean, because if I'm looking at an offer for full price on a property and they're putting down $100, what I'm gonna want to know is what have we negotiated on the front end before we ever accepted the offer? No, do we have a green light from Legacy? Have we agreed to certain other terms? Because and we'll talk more about it at the class. I'll just give you one for instance. Where during the option period, the buyer has an opportunity to renegotiate the deal, right? And the seller really doesn't. The seller says, I accept your offer as it is. Well, then they can't after the option period. Let's say you get a clean bill of health from the inspector. And so the seller can't go, because we got such a clean bill of health, I want to raise the price, a couple $1,000, right? Seller doesn't have that option. But the buyer can come back and, even though even though your house is a good house, it's safe to live in, and all that, because you're not building new construction, you're not up to current building code on a lot of issues. So because of that, the buyer gets scared of the inspection period because most agents don't even know what the inspector's job really is. They all think it's to find problems with a house. And if agents believe that, then you've got to believe that the buyers believe that. When the inspector's mandate is really not to find problems with the house, it's find things that aren't up to 2018 building code, which is a totally different mindset. Just because it's not up to 2018 building code doesn't mean that it's not a safe house. For example, most houses in Houston don't have arc fault protectors in the electrical box. But if you're going to build a new house today up to 2018 building code, it's got to have arc fault protectors. So it's going to get dinged for not having arc fault protectors, even though 95% of all the houses out there don't have them. So that'll show up on the inspection report. Yeah. So guess what? The buyer's going to say, hey, we want that done. And so you either have to negotiate that by lowering the price, saying, no, we don't want to do that. We'll give you $1,000 off. Or you have to do it, in which case you spend money. So you can negotiate those kind of things on the front end. Say, hey, like we're not gonna agree to negotiate on anything that's not, at least a $250 repair. So all the small items, we won't negotiate on any of the small items, and that eliminates a lot of the.
Talking about repairs really quick. One thing that we're seeing on a lot of contracts is, it's mostly a seller's market in most areas, or
right.
at least most that you deal with, but. God, we're seeing so many negotiations. These buyers want these pristine, perfect houses, like lots of negotiations for repairs. I feel like, psychologically, the buyers are, hey, if I'm going to pay top dollar for a house, this bad boy better be perfect. I don't know. Are you guys seeing a lot of that?
Yeah, we see that expectation, but it's like, hey, we're not selling a new house. We're selling a 1950s house that's gone through significant renovations and updates, but we're not selling it as a 2018 new build house. So we're pretty clear on that when we're accepting the offers. Because the time, what most sellers don't realize, because if you don't do this every day, like all day long, every day, then the thing that you don't realize is that you're not, that you don't really have much leverage in negotiating, except for when you're accepting the offer. That's the time that the buyers are the most excited and want to consider, hey, am I getting this deal or not, right? Once they're in contract, it's like now they go into a different level of negotiating. It's like they've got their fingers crossed, hoping that you accept their offer on the front end. So that's your time to counter and kind of set up some ground rules. And I think that too many, sellers don't do that, because I think there's so few, real estate agents that are real tens at hanging on to every single dollar for the seller, because what they're really trying to do is, move sausage through the pipeline, right? They're trying to move sausage through the sausage maker, and the more sausage that moves through, it's really about getting the deal done. And an extra $1,000 here or there, they'd rather not lose the deal over the $1,000. And let's face it, if you and it's pretty easy to convince the seller, hey, we just need to accept this because, the alternative is, we'll put it back on the market. It could be on the market another 2 weeks. We get another buyer, and then we're 30 days further down from that 2-week period. I mean, that's going to cost a lot more than $1,000. So, well, just, eat the $1,000 loss. And it's not really a loss. I mean, it's just $1,000 less, in the sales price, right? So the time to negotiate all of that is on the front end when you're accepting the offer. Once you accept the offer, you lose a lot of leverage. And I think that too many times just, hey, let's accept it. Let's move on. We'll worry about all the other stuff later. And then at that point in time, you've lost so much leverage, you don't even realize it.
I had one other question before we end today. And I was at a lunch yesterday, and I heard some realtors talking about how they're seeing that on some lots that they have that have been flooded, some cash buyers are coming in, and they'll come in and they could do a cash contract, and then kind of at the last minute they're saying, oh yeah, no, we're doing a hard money loan, and then the transaction gets delayed and they didn't say whether they were investors or it didn't say what type of buyers they were, but that rumor or statistic or whatever you want to call it is going around. Do you have any? Yeah,
I've seen that going on, and it's inexperience of new investors not realizing that you've got to let the title company know. From our perspective, hard money, private money, all of that is the same as a cash offer, because a finance offer really has to go through a lot of underwriting from the financing company that can cause the deal to fall out. And that's another reason to not have earnest money go hard is the financing contingency. The difference with hard money, why it acts like cash, is that the earnest money is still hard. Yeah, it may delay it a little bit if the title company didn't know that, and then therefore certain documents didn't get put in place and things like that. But really, to the seller, hard money, if it's done properly, should appear just like cash, because what you're realizing is that the earnest money is going hard immediately, unless there's an option period or an inspection period or something like that. And normally, like, if it's rare that we ever do an inspection period, but the investors that we train, we can teach them how to do a 3 or even a 5-day inspection period and get everything done quickly. But it's not unfair to call hard money the same as cash, but you just have to let the title company know. Yeah.
I think in this case it was a title agent that told me that.
Yeah.
Said it was like 2 days before closing they found out, and they're like, God, we need more. Exactly what you said.
They need to get the docs prepared, right? Right.
Yeah, absolutely,
right.
to get everything prepared.
Right,
so.
Absolutely. Okay. Hey, it's great talking to you, Jennifer.
I look forward to having you.
Yeah, I'll see you next week.
Thank you, sir.
All right, it's Jennifer.legacymutual.com, 713-579-3600. Be there at the Lunch and Learn.
Mike's off.
All right.
Are you expecting to close accurately, on time, and with lots of communication on your home purchase? You've come to the right place. I'm Jennifer Hernandez, Senior Loan Officer with Legacy Mutual Mortgage. Our goal is
Ashley
to
there?
give our borrowers
I
and
will go and
referral
check.
partners an amazing experience during
What's
the loan
weird
process.
is that
My team believes in putting people and culture before results. Our company concentrates on building those teams who operate with structure, process, and recognition for going the extra mile for you. This way, we have the energy to make this your best home purchase ever. Give us a call today to find out the simple steps to get started. I'm Jennifer Hernandez, the Hernandez team at Legacy Mutual Mortgage. Jennifer.legacymutual.com or call 713-579-3611. Again, Jennifer.legacymutual.com. We can't wait to consult with you soon.
he is not here.
That's 514-497.
Equal housing opportunity.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a backup real quick.
Yeah.
4497.
Do you want to call him real quick?
For an investor-friendly general
We'll grab the backup
contractor
first,
for
hold
your
on.
investment property, then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties. Whether it's a flip rehab or a rental rehab, we manage every aspect of a rehab from start to finish with a highly efficient, standardized process.
Over the last 6 years, Fast Track has completed over 700 projects, which has helped us to create our 3 keys to success. Use a detailed scope of work so that everything gets done, train and maintain quality crews so it gets done right, and complete the work in a proper order so it gets done fast.
No more managing it yourself, no more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992. Again, that's 832-742-9992, or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Did you know that there are over $24 trillion in retirement accounts in the U.S.? Imagine if you could use someone's IRA to fund all of your deals. Well, you can. Quest IRA is based locally here in Houston, Texas. At Quest IRA, we offer retirement accounts that can be used to invest in real estate, promissory notes, private entities, and much more. Many of our clients loan money from their IRAs to fund real estate deals all over the country. We don't sell any investments or give advice. However,
He's
we
in the
do
building.
hold
He's walking
free
up right now.
All right.
We got 90 seconds.
Weekly
Okay.
informational classes and free consultations with an IRA specialist. For more information, visit our website at questira.com or call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs. To tap into the $24 trillion in retirement accounts in the U.S., call Quest IRA at 1-855-FUN-IRAs or go to our website, questira.com.
Hello, real estate investors. Do you need a lender that moves fast at the speed of a jet to fund your investment properties? Jet Lending will help you purchase properties quickly with as little cash out of pocket as possible. Jet Lending also sets up a repair escrow fund to help you with repair costs.
So nothing going on in your life, right? Here, let's see.
Jet Lending will help
This.
you evaluate your deals for free.
There we go.
Give you feedback on value, cost of repairs.
He's here.
Hola.
Nikki, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. Hey, thanks so much for calling. And Nikki was like,
Of course.
hey, Ashley, are you supposed to be on today? I'm like, absolutely. I'm in the building.
It's all good.
That's
all right,
funny.
we got 10 seconds,
All
fellas.
right.
Famous Third Wednesday Super Investor Networking Meeting. Lots of fun, lots of great real estate talk.
So do you want to make that announcement on the air? That
Heck
you're getting
yeah,
married?
heck yeah.
Okay, good.
Shoot, yeah. It took me 47 years to find the right girl.
That's awesome. I don't know. I'm like.
All right, gentlemen, here we go. Hot mics.
Hey, welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio. Did a quick change during the break. I'm now joined live in the studio with Ashley Patten. He's Patten Law Firm. That's plfpc.com, 713-621-5808. 713-621-5808. Now, you've got a big announcement.
I don't know if it's a big announcement, but it's a different announcement. I'm getting married.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So you leave tomorrow.
I'm leaving tomorrow for Mexico.
So what part of Mexico are you going?
It's
So we
gonna-
can all crash. We let all our listeners crash the party.
You know what's great about destination wedding is everybody's invited. The more, the merrier.
That's
so
awesome.
it's going to be right south of Playa del Carmen, Riviera Maya.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's we're getting married on a pier over the ocean, and so I don't know. My fiance, she's got everything arranged, and I'm just showing up and saying, hopefully, I say and I do.
Hopefully, surely you'll determine that before you get on the plane, right?
Well, I'm going to say I do, but it's just whether she says or not, that's a whole other thing.
You can only control the things you can control, right?
That's exactly right. So no, I'm excited about it. So it took me a while to find the right girl, and so this will be my first marriage, her first marriage, and
that's fantastic.
And so the whole thing is just I want every one of my friends has kids.
Right.
And so whenever they start talking about the kid conversation,
right,
I kind of go off in a corner, and just I have nothing to offer.
Right.
Because it's hard giving them parental advice when you're not a parent.
Right.
And so, but no, I'm excited. So she's a good girl, and it's just her two sets of families are. They're showing up, and so I think we got about 95 people coming.
Fantastic.
Which is a lot of people for a destination wedding.
That's a lot of folks, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a great event, so.
It'll be fun.
So talking about real estate, you with Patten Law Firm, y'all do a lot of legal stuff as it relates to investors and real estate and all that. You do both commercial and residential, but then you also have Texas American Title, the title work. So what are some mistakes that you could see, like if you could speak to a brand new investor out there, because we're starting to see a lot of new investors that are coming in both actively and passively. If there was one thing you say, I wish these people had known fill in the blank when they got started, it would have saved them a lot of heartache and headache. What would you say to that?
I'd say the biggest thing is doing too much without help. Not asking. The only stupid question is one that doesn't go asked.
Right.
I mean, you've got enough resources through the right path, through your connections, through us, through our connections. I mean, it's a simple phone call. It costs you nothing. I mean, we don't charge consultation fee. We're never going to charge per hour. I mean, it's just everything we do is basically to get title work.
Right.
And so if you have any questions at all, I mean, I guess the biggest thing is not asking a question.
Yeah, it seems like this whole business, this industry, especially in the Houston market, and Jason and I, we've talked in New Jersey and we've talked in Florida and Kansas City and all California, Seattle. I mean, we've spoken all over the country, and it's amazing to me. Nothing really exists like the friendships and relationships, even among competitors, that exist like it does in Houston. And we're trying to, with you guys and with Jet Lending, we're bringing that to Dallas with our super investor meeting, which is really, really growing. But, we want to be able to plant the seeds of the abundance mindset that really exists here in Houston. And you're right. If only people realize that if they just show up to an event and ask the questions that keeps because everybody seems like they're looking for knowledge.
Right.
But you probably see the same thing that I do. People that just show up at the events over and over and over again, just keep continuing to look for knowledge, and what we say is learning plus doing equals success.
That's exactly right.
And it's either, sometimes people focus too much on the doing and not enough on the learning, and then other people focus too much on the learning and never do squat, right?
That's right.
Neither one of those. It's not learning equals success. It's not doing equals success. It's learning plus doing equals success. So which do you see happen? What would you see as the bigger issue out in the marketplace? Is it people that are doing without learning, or the people that are learning without doing?
I think a bigger issue is people learn without doing.
Yeah.
Because the reason why is because they never. I mean, you can be brilliant on paper, but if you don't put it into course,
right?
I mean, now it's an equally problem of doing without learning, because then you'll only have one transaction,
right?
You will lose everything in the world. Now, it's impossible for me to sit here on air and say everything in the world that an investor needs to do,
right? Of course,
because obviously it's just. But what happens is by attending these events, by meeting these people, by going out there, eventually, when you have a problem, enough people to pick up the phone and call and work out the problem. I mean, because that's 90% of the time, that's what happens is basically is you don't know the problem until you're already in the problem.
Right.
And then you need a quick solution because, I mean, a simple answer within 5 or 10 minutes, it goes a long way to a potential buyer, to a potential seller. I mean, just because, if you don't know the answer right now, tell somebody, hey, I don't know the answer.
Yeah.
Let me get back to you within the next 15 to 20 minutes.
Right.
And you get back with them next 15, 20 minutes. Even if there's no answer, you're saying, hey, I'm still working on a solution, but I just want to let you know that I haven't forgotten about you. I mean, they're not taking another phone call, and they're
Right.
going to be sitting by the phone waiting for your response.
Right.
Now, if you don't respond to them, you just lose all credibility.
Right.
And they're going to move on to the next person. But if you respond to them, they're your customer for life.
You know, it's interesting because one of the things that I see is you go to these events like I do, and you go to a bunch of them, so do I, and it's, you walk up, hey, nice to meet you, my name's Tom, you're, hey, I'm Ashley Patten, and a lot of people know you, and you ask them, hey, what do you do? Oh, I'm an investor, right?
Right.
And you go, well, what kind of investing you do? Well, that's when you get the right?
Right.
And it's all this long story, and you find out that they really haven't ever done a deal before. And it's, to me, I find that's kind of interesting that people call themselves an investor before they've ever done anything. To me, it's. Have you ever met a brain surgeon? I mean, you've probably met a neurosurgeon at some point.
Yeah, I have.
But when he goes, hey, Dr. So-and-so, what do you do for a living? Well, I'm a pediatric neurosurgeon. I mean, you assume that he's actually done some, carving around in some kids' brains before he says he's a pediatric neurosurgeon, right?
Well, there's an old saying. You know how to become a consultant?
Call yourself a consultant, right?
You print out business cards.
Right.
Exactly right. And so the same goes true with an investor. Maybe some people think that, hey, if they build it, they will come.
But here's the problem that I see with doing that is when you assert that that's what you are, then you're also asserting that you have some level of knowledge about doing that, because learning comes off. I mean, you can learn a lot before you start doing, but then learning and you'll learn even more by doing. I mean, you've learned a lot in the title business by doing title work, right, for years and years and years. So no teacher like experience. So that's the problem, though, is that if you were to ask, hey, what's a title policy? At this level, owning the title business, you'd be like, wait, what? I mean, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And so it almost the problem is that I think it makes people embarrassed to say they don't know something because they've already asserted that. I mean, it'd be like a neurosurgeon asking, hey, where's the cranium?
Right.
I mean, like, wait, what? I mean,
you're right, because I mean, it's just if you don't have the prerequisite knowledge and you hold yourself out as an experienced person,
right?
You're going to end up failing because
you're right, because you're trying to live up to this standard that no one's expecting you. It's okay to be a beginner.
Right.
I remember when Jason and I first started, and I mean, we surrounded ourselves with people that really knew a whole lot more than what we do. I mean, there's so many different industries that I've gotten involved in that I was not at all an expert. You can't be an expert when you start.
Right.
By definition, you're a rookie, right? Everybody's got to have your rookie season.
That's right. And most people, they don't mind working with a rookie.
No.
As long as you do what you say you're going to do.
Right.
And it's not everybody's got the answer to everything, but
in fact, very few people have an answer to everything.
You're right.
Yeah.
But you just know who to pick to in order to find that information.
Yeah.
And
you're about to be a rookie at this marriage thing.
I'm totally a rookie at this marriage thing.
Starting your rookie season.
And I may be calling you for marital advice.
So. I don't know if you ought to do that. Hey, it's plfpc.com. That's plfpc.com. That stands for Patten Law Firm PC, which is Professional Corporation, right? PLFPC, 713-621-5808, 713-621-5808. So you're going to be off for how long now?
I'm coming back Tuesday. So unfortunately, I don't get a honeymoon. Everybody, everyone else who works for me always gets a couple weeks off for their wedding.
Right.
Me, I get 2 days.
2 days.
Well, actually 3 days. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. No, actually 4 days. So I'm happy. So I'm coming back on Monday.
That's a big deal. Wednesday to Tuesday, right? That's a whole week.
That's a whole week.
What more can you ask for?
About 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Hey, something tells me if you really ask for 2 weeks, I mean, who's going to tell you no?
Well,
who's going to tell you no?
Clients. Hey, I work for our clients, which I love our clients, and so quite frankly, I wouldn't have it any other way. So, it's one thing though. I did promise my fiance is that once I got to Mexico, I would set my phone down and not look at it. So. It's just it's a testament with your staff you have because you've
got great staff. You really do.
I'm blessed.
Yeah,
I count my blessings every day because
Hey, business is a team sport.
It really is.
And you can only compete to the level of the team that you attract, right? I mean,
right.
And it's amazing to me how you see some businesses and you're like, wow, man, I'd never want to play for that team, right? And then you see other businesses like, man, if I ever had an opportunity, that's the team I'd want to play for.
Right.
And it's the reason why, dynasties get set up in sports, right? Is that you realize, the owner has got a certain mindset, the managers have certain mindsets that, in sports it's coaches and players, and it's just,
Right.
what goes on in the locker room and things like. So it's not just the front that you see, it's what goes on behind the scenes also, right?
It's generally what's behind the scenes that's
Yeah.
what's more important because, you have a tip of a spear.
Yes.
But the tip of the spear is not what kills.
No, right.
It's everything behind the
Yeah,
tip
it's
of the
the
spear.
momentum, the mass
That's
behind
right.
the spear, right?
You got to have the soldier actually throwing the spear, that's where the power comes from. And so it's just for that, I had to turn over my staff a lot of times in order to find the right components.
Yeah.
But fortunately,
I
we've
see that as a book title for you, Tip of the Spear.
Tip of the Spear.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
I was thinking about more like the Roman Legion or something like that, but
Sure.
Tip of the Spear sounds good.
Tip of the Spear, yeah. All right. Yeah, because Steve Davis, he's got a book coming out.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So Jason just ordered 2 copies for he and I. He's gonna anybody that pre-orders the book, they're gonna get a signed copy.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the book going to be about?
His success in how he built wealth in real estate.
Okay.
Talking about something he knows.
Well,
thank good he's not talking about cooking or stuff like that, right?
Or marriage.
Yeah.
Or relationships.
Yeah, next year you'll be able to write a book about that.
I hope
my
not.
first year.
I hope not.
Things I learned from my first year.
I hope not to write a book. I hope just to live just kind of when my parents just celebrated 58 years.
Wow, congratulations.
Thanks. About 2 weeks ago, which
quite a legacy.
Unfortunately, I'll never live to that. I mean, because that'll put me about 107 years old.
105, something like that.
Yeah,
How old are you?
47.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll put me, of
105, yeah.
Of course, with technology now, who knows? By the time we're 20 years from now,
Sure.
we might all be putting into computer brains.
Right. Parts of your body will be Android, and the rest of you just be whatever.
Exactly.
I always wonder which parts they keep and which parts they make robots.
It's just they can grow like ears on rats now.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just who knows? Maybe by now they'll be growing everything out of like a little cell.
Who knows? Yeah. All right, so it's plfpc.com. That's plfpc.com, 713-621-5808. That's 713-621-5808 for all your real estate legal needs, for advice, for contracts, for all of that, and then also for all your title needs.
Yes, we'd
Text American
love
Title,
to help y'all. Thank you so much.
Houston, Dallas, throughout this, Austin, San Antonio, right?
We got
all
3 offices in Austin, 2 in Houston now, and 1 in Dallas.
Fantastic.
Hey, Tom, thanks for having me on the show.
All right, hey, and congratulations.
Hey.
Good luck this week.
Hey, thank you so
All right,
much.
Thanks.
All right, bye-bye.
Mike's off.
Sorry for running a little late. It's one of those things where I was sitting there just riding down through the interstate.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give Next Gen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Time is money in a real estate deal. If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes, binders, and the agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. It's there for you. Call Houston's leading real estate risk management experts, Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas, 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
Are you a realtor or seller that is concerned about the new TRID rules and closing on time? I'm Jennifer Hernandez, Senior Loan Officer at Legacy Mutual Mortgage, and we have mastered the 30-day close. We close on time, accurately, and with tons of communication. You'll have a dedicated team of a coordinator and a contract-to-close associate. Give me a call today at 713-579-3611, and let's talk about how we can help you on your next transaction. NMLS 514497.
Selecting a foundation company and their product for repair is a lot like a game of chance. You simply don't know what you're going to get. The foundation repair industry as a whole doesn't carry a license, nor is it regulated.
However, Foundation Check utilizes professional engineers to review all of our files to give you the best foundation analysis in today's market. Remember to check before every repair. Call 346-702-3825, or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com.
Real estate investors, if you're not familiar with Quest IRA, let me tell you what you're missing. We've got free weekly educational classes, networking opportunities, and the ability to tap into trillions of dollars for your real estate investing deals. Come by our office or join us remotely as we simulcast all of our educational classes every Tuesday morning and evening. For more information, call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs or visit our website at questira.com.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general
Yes.
contractor for your investment property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties, whether it's a flip, rehab, or a rental rehab. No more managing it yourself. No more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992.
Taxes. Just the sound of that word makes people cringe. At Anderson Advisors, we provide tax reduction through asset protection for real estate investors throughout the country. Our unique philosophy has CPAs, lawyers, bookkeepers, and estate planners with one common goal, helping you, the real estate investor. Check us out today at andersonadvisors.com, and don't forget to tell us you heard about us at Right Path Real Estate.
Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results?
All right, we
There's a
got
better place to
20
invest.
seconds.
The experts
All right.
agree. Single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund
This was
Services
gonna be a
offers
shorter
9%
segment,
preferred
FYI.
return
Yeah,
and
all right,
up to
sorry.
13% waterfall. Call us today at 219-915-0906.
But I've got 13 minutes, something like that. Yeah, because we're coming back. Should be coming in back at 38. We're 3 minutes late.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
it's all right.
investment is offered to accredited investors.
This is Business 1110.
All right, hot mics.
Hey, welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817. You've got me without another radio show sponsor for the next 13 or 14 minutes. If you want to call in and ask any kind of questions about remodeling, if you want to ask about how do you estimate rehabs, if you want to talk about how to run real estate as a business, if you want to talk about how to get started, anything, this is kind of like open mic night. So if you want to just call in, ask any kind of questions. If not, what I want to do is I want to talk about some upcoming events. We've got a case study. We've got some students that are just killing it. I mean, like lots and lots and lots of students that are killing it. If you want to get started in real estate, you know what I know is real estate is a good opportunity across the country, but in some markets it's better than others. And the Houston market is so amazing right now that I know people that are moving from LA to Houston to invest in real estate. I know people that are moving from Chicago to Houston to invest in real estate. I know people that are moving from San Francisco, from Denver, from Seattle. I mean, there are some. Houston's one of the hottest markets in real estate in the country. Now, it's hot to buy, fix, and flip, but it's also hot in how to buy and hold. So this Thursday, we're going to do a case study. And one opportunity you're gonna have is to be able to meet Blake and Caitlin, who closed on 2 buy and holds and 1 flip property in 11 days. They're a young couple that joined Right Path, moved all the way from Wyoming to take advantage of the incredible Houston real estate market. You can also, there's going to be so many great stories that are going to happen. They bought 3 houses in 11 days and made $50,000 without using any of their own money. We also have this weekend a Pathway to Income and Wealth and Real Estate Workshop. Let me tell you who it is that typically comes to one of our events. They're people that fall into one of a couple of different categories. The first category is people that are looking at real estate for the very first time, like, hey, I wonder if real estate could work for me. In fact, it was interesting. I was up in Dallas for the Super Investor event last Monday, a week ago yesterday. Last Wednesday, a week ago tomorrow. And I have to tell you, with my schedule last week, it was kind of crazy because I was at an event Monday night for the Landlord Workshop. I was at a White Picket event on Tuesday night at St. Arnold's Brewery. I was at an event in Dallas on Wednesday night. I was at another event on Thursday night. I mean, it's every night of the week I had an event. except for Friday. So at the Wednesday night event, what was amazing to me is to talk to people that were brand new, that are looking for real estate for the very first time and still trying to decide, is it something that I can fit into, what I'm already doing? And, at most of our events, in fact, almost all of our events, you're going to pick up some free knowledge, and you're going to be able to have the hope and the belief that you can take action and be able to get the same results. I'm one of those kind of guys that always believe that if the timing in the marketplace hasn't changed, that if I see someone else doing X, Y, and Z, that if I do X, Y, and Z just like them, that I should be able to get the same results that they get. And what I found with the success we've had with our students is that we teach how to eliminate the risk. Now, with any real estate investing, there's risk involved. But you have to understand going in, there's ways that you can control for that risk. And the way that you do that is how you buy the property. So we teach people how to market for the property, how to do the sales process. We teach people how to run it as a business, how to account for all the different costs so that there's no surprises. When I watch these TV shows, these Flip This House or, whatever, there's a whole bunch of them on a lot of different channels, right? And one of the things that I dislike vehemently about those shows is they don't show you all the cost. What they show you is they show you the purchase price, they show you the sales price, they show you the rehab number, and that's it. And there's two really, really important costs that they leave out. That if you were to get started today and you did business the way that they do on TV, you'd be losing money. Because the first thing they don't show you is what are the sales costs for selling the property. That's number one. The second one they don't show you are what is the holding cost for holding the property. And so if you're brand new looking at real estate, we teach you at our free events. We also teach you at our Pathway to Income and Wealth and Real Estate Workshop how to determine what are all the costs, what's the selling cost, what's the holding cost, how do you accurately determine what the construction costs are. You don't have to be a builder or a general contractor. You don't have to have a lot of knowledge in construction in order to be able to know what things cost. I don't know how to fix a car, but I know about what an oil change costs. I don't have to even know how they're done. I don't have to know how to do a brake job to know about what a brake job costs. I don't have to know, how to change a flat tire to know how much a new set of tires costs. When you stop and think about, a lot of times people, what keeps them from being successful in real estate is the getting started because they think, hey, I've got to be an expert in this to know how much things cost. No, you don't. All you have to do is start figuring out what some of those prices are. You don't have to be a chef to know what things cost in a restaurant. You don't have to know, what the chef's costs are. You don't have to know what a head of spinach costs. In fact, I don't even think spinach comes as a head. See, you don't have to, but I know what a spinach salad costs. I can get a good spinach salad for like $10 to $14, right? So you don't have to be an expert in what things cost and how things are done in order to figure out what things cost. But you have to know what things cost in order to figure out what you should pay for them. And that's really, it's simple math. Our business is really, really simple math. It's typically, hey, I can sell a house for $300,000. It's going to cost me $30,000 when I sell it. It's going to cost me, let's call it $30,000 to hold on to it because I'm going to hold on to it for maybe 10 months. It's going to cost me $50,000 to rehab it. And I'd like to make about $30,000, about 10%. So I say, okay, well, 300 minus 30 minus 30 minus 30 is 90, so that's 210 minus 50. So I need to pay about 160 for the property. It's that simple. It's pluses and minuses. It's not really complicated math. So it sounds so easy, but then it's just, okay, so why not do more of it, right? If you want to get comfortable learning how to do these kind of things, plan on coming to our event on Thursday, June 14th. Go to rightpathrealestate.com. That's rightpathrealestate.com. We're going to have an event. It's free to come to, 6:30 to 8:30. You could try talking us down on it, but you won't have much success. It's going to be at the Crown Plaza Galleria area. Now, when they say Galleria area, full disclosure, they use that term kind of loosely because it's really on I-10 across from IKEA. It's at 7611 Katy Freeway. If you're driving or not writing all this down, just remember to go to rightpathrealestate.com. When you get on the interwebs today, just go to rightpathrealestate.com. You can also register for our June 16th and 17th Pathway to Income and Wealth and Real Estate Workshop. You're going to be blown away how close you are to retirement. I'm going to talk a little bit about that on the other side of the break. You're listening to Right Path Real Estate Radio. You can call in 713-785-1817.
Mike's off.
Yes, ma'am. I got what, 3 minutes?
4.
All right.
Time is money in a real estate deal. If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes or binders? The agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. We're here for you. Are you a rehabber, wholesaler, buy and hold, or flipper? Bundling your properties on a single policy will help save time and money. Benchmark has been in business for over 10 years, and we insure over 30,000 properties. Contact Benchmark about our exclusive investor package. Call us and let us show you what we can do for you at 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com. That's benchmarkbroker.com. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give Next Gen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Do you have cracks in your brick, doors that stick, or sheetrock that's coming apart? Then you may have foundation movement. Due to our expansive soils in the Houston area, it's probably not a question of if you have movement, but when. Call Foundation Check for a truly independent, unbiased foundation evaluation. Foundation Check has been in business since 2009 and has completed over 1,400 evaluations. We're not in the business of repairing foundations or selling you unnecessary pier work, but we are in the business of evaluating your foundation. Our product is designed for house flippers, landlords, or even owner-occupied properties. Each of our files is reviewed by a licensed engineer. Remember to check before every repair. Call 346-702-3825. That's 346-702-3825. Or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com. That's foundationcheck.com.
Hi, Clint Coons here, attorney and avid real estate investor. You know the greatest mistake real estate investors make is not understanding the potential liability that exists from owning real estate. At Anderson Business, Legal, and Tax Advisors, we specialize in protecting real estate investors in all 50 states. In addition to structuring your business for optimum protection, we provide guidance so you pay the least amount of taxes available under the law. We have 150 employees that range from lawyers to CPAs to estate planners and much more. Download our free ebook, The Invisible Investor Strategy, today at AndersonAdvisors.com or call for a free risk reduction analysis and financial blueprint at 800-706-4741. Anderson Business Advisors will help you keep more of what you earn. Call us today at 800-706-4741 and mention Right Path Real Estate.
Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest. The experts agree. Single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall. Call us today at 281-915-0906 or visit our website, avfundservices.com. That's 281-995-0906.
Yay, we got
this investment
3
is
seconds.
Is that perfect timing or what?
This is Business
Perfect.
1110.
That one's just for you. All right, here we go. Hot mics.
Hey, welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817. Here's what I can tell you. When I've been meeting with new folks talking about real estate, and they say, hey, what do you do? And I say, I teach people how to be successful in real estate. And it's either buy and hold, buy, fix, and flip, or wholesaling. And what I find is that people pick the route that they want to go or that they think they want to go, which is like picking the vehicle before you pick the destination. Now, most people that show up to our events, they're either looking at real estate investing for the first time, or they're looking to learn how to wholesale, or they're looking to learn how to flip, or they're looking to learn how to buy and hold. Now, what we teach people is we can teach you how to do that actively, like we've done through Houston House Buyers or Quality Property Solutions. We can teach you how to do the marketing. We can teach you how to go out and make a presentation to a motivated seller. We can teach you how to build it like a business. And we can also show you where the pitfalls are, why a lot of people fail, even knowing how to run the transaction. Because one of the things that we talk about is I can teach you how to bake a cake, but that doesn't mean necessarily that you'll be able to scale that and grow it into a cake baking business. Because oftentimes, based on people's mindset, it's the way that people think that causes them to make decisions that seem rational. And I could give example after example after example. We do that in our 2-day weekend retreat. But there's so many things that people make a decision to do X, Y, or Z, and it sounds reasonable to do those things, but it's the very thing that keeps them from being successful. For example, one great illustration is I meet people all the time that are willing to do things that are not worthy of their time. In other words, they want to make, let's say, $100,000 a year, but they don't value their time at the hourly rate that gets them to $100,000 a year. So if you do the math, if you want to make $100,000 a year, and let's say you work 50 weeks out of the year, take 2 weeks off for vacation, that means that you're going to make $2,000 a week. And let's say you're going to work 50 weeks out of the 50 hours out of the week, you're going to make about $40 an hour. 40 times 50 is $2,000. So you need to do $40 an hour tasks in order to make $2,000 a week, and you got to do that week in and week out. Well, how do you do $40 an hour tasks? You've got to do the tasks that bring $40 an hour worth of value to the marketplace. If you want to make more than that, you've got to do higher value tasks. So let's say I can hire somebody to do something for $15 an hour, and I'm doing that task. I'll never get to the $100,000 a year if I'm willing to do $15 an hour tasks. It just doesn't ever happen. So we talk about those and other mindset shifts that must take place in order for you to be successful. If you want to make $100,000 a year, you have to learn how people that make $100,000 a year think, because they think differently than people that make $50,000 a year. People that make $200,000 a year think differently than people that make $100,000 a year. So that's the reason why birds of a feather flock together, because they think so much alike. If you want to learn how to change your thinking, if you want to learn how to get to a successful place in real estate investing, if you want to get to that place where you can retire, go to rightpathrealestate.com. Sign up for our free event on Thursday. Come to our event this weekend. Look forward to seeing you in person. Jason, I'll be live in the studio tomorrow. Thanks for listening, guys.
All right, have a good one.
You weren't sure I was going to wrap it up in time, were you?
I had faith in you.